Now, as video 1 says, this is about the fact that in Lake County, Florida, the sheriff's office, because I live outside of the city, in the Eustis Police Department, because that's where they currently live and where they flew to multiple houses, not doing their job and saying DCF needs to do it. It is not DCF's job, because there's no way it's DCF's job if it's going to take them 30 to 60 days. The sheriff can come in, sees absolutely criminal, boom, take care of them, and then that maybe is where DCF comes in and helps them. Now, once again, I'm not getting a lawyer because I don't want grandparents' rights. I want the abuse to stop. I want the evilness to be gone. But now I want to talk about why I believe my daughter's being mentally abused. Starting with the fact that I picked the wrong father for her. Her father, William Donald Blevins of Marion, Ohio, Donnie Blevins, has sat around telling people a lie since at least 2018. That man abandoned his daughter in 2019. Could you imagine having a dad in your life, all of it, but then when you become an adult or almost an adult, he stops talking to you? Imagine that. Imagine that. That is abuse. Now, I get he's over 18, she's over 18. There's no law on that. But that's where it all started, with her daddy issues. And I got her counseling. I thought I have daddy issues too, but mine's just standing up to authority, I guess. But anyhow, this is why I believe it's mental abuse. Jesse Christopher Halter has convinced my daughter, Danielle Nicole Halter, that I'm the problem. Now, you guys can believe whatever you want, but I'm going to look at you and say, as on me as a Grammy, I was not controlling. I was not toxic. Oh, I was ignorant and I buried my head in the sand to common sense. That is but I say, because of the 2 years she didn't talk to me. Like I said, during that, I couldn't fathom. And even when she came home, I wasn't like, we need to sit down and digest this. She was pregnant with twins. Prodigal son came home. I hugged her. Oh, I love you, love you, love you. And then I just kept my mouth shut in fear. Went to counseling with my husband, where my husband was like, I don't know this person. She's not standing up. She's not saying stuff. And I was like, I'll pay the ransom. That's what I'm saying. But I paid my daughter $800 a week because I believed it was the right thing. How else were they going to do it? Shortly thereafter, they had to move in. Okay. I told her her number one job responsibility was take care of the twins. What I was saying by that is none of my bed sheet changing or my laundry or my carrot stuff or any of the stuff I never even got to give to her was more important than the babies. That's what that was. Okay. So I'm such a horrible, horrible mother. Yeah, I am, because she deserved way more spankings. Not that that's biblical, but I don't have a problem with that in the appropriate setting. But the facts are, I paid her $800 a week through payroll. That man had no job in over 2 years. He did nothing to help with the kids. Nothing. Literally recordings of her doing it all, even on walks and everything. He made her put those kids in bed for over 16 and a half hours. All I did that day when he was yelling at Danny was say to him, and maybe it wasn't so nice, I don't like the way you talk to my daughter. And instead of just they literally both rapid fire at me, saying that I was treating her like a slave, that I was a bad grandma, that Papa was lazy, that he paid my bills. That's in text message on my website. Why I'm saying, like, it's crazy. It's so crazy. I actually have proof of the mentalness that he actually threatened us. I was also told I was not a Christian. And he literally took all of his stuff. He left my daughter's stuff behind. Her Converse, I thought he took those. He didn't. He left all the children's stuff behind, all their comfort stuff behind. He only took his stuff, you guys. Everything I know says that is at least mental abuse, if not more. When my husband tried to explain to my daughter, like trying to rationalize her on March 31st, how did this get this way? And she said the slave thing, and he's like, but we pay you $800 a week. Her response was, I don't even get that. They take taxes out of it. Now, individually I'm just trying to set the stage on why I believe it's mental abuse and why I know this is mentally deranged, and why I've said to them, start with his guns, you guys, and then do a further investigation. But once again, Lake County Sheriff Office doesn't want to do anything but come up and tell me not to trespass when all we did was knock. By the way, don't knock people, just do drive-bys. Now, I also, since we did the spiritual purge, I found high school rage things, poems or whatever. Maybe he was trying to be a rapper. I don't know, but you ain't know. My first secular album was Dr. Dre Chronic that I rented from the library, which began my love of hip hop, love of rap. Oh, sorry to say, the raunchier the better. I love it. I love it. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, stop beefing. Cardi, I've been rooting for you since loving hip hop. Like, I don't care. 50 Cent, any of you. But Jesse Hunter, you will never, ever. It just sounds the mumbling of an abused child that's raging. But okay. And then the bulletproof vest. But to me, still the worst of the worst was the wooden spoon that everybody wants. How do you know? How do you know? Because I know. I just know. I know evilness, just like I knew evilness when he first entered into my daughter's air, breathing space. I literally said to her, he should have never been allowed a second date. But because it all went to hell when the first time, and then she didn't talk to me, and I'd apologize to them, and then we were good for a year, and then he couldn't, like, he had to get up in there, and then I couldn't understand why he didn't talk, why she didn't talk to me for 2 years, and it's then I found the suicide note where she says, I'm sorry, everything's all my fault. You're God's gift. You'll find something so much better. So yeah, it is mental abuse. And yeah, I'm asking, demanding that the Lake County Sheriff Department and the Eustis Police Department and whatever official it is to uphold the law do their fucking job and do better. Thank you.